I asked 2 people on Friday to send me their last 12 or 13 years in real estate with me. And I wanted to kind of give you a visual this morning if I could. So here on my board, I have Marie and Jody, and they're both in the same marketplace. They're in the same market. They're in a market of less than 300,000 people. I was in a market of 240,000 people. And I had 163 closings one year. I had 258 closings one year. I had 312 closings my last full year in real estate. I had a 10% market share. You know, it's called the Lacey way. If you quit doing your way and the way other people tell you, your way of having money is going to change completely. It's going to completely change. 4 closings when I met her. And she would come to closing. She couldn't be in the program. She would come to closing. She would come to a program every time I was in Greenville. She couldn't travel because she had no money. She couldn't afford to be in coaching. Marie, when did you join coaching? 2013?
2012.
2012. How many closings you have in 2012?
29.
29. So that's when she started. So the average number of closings before she got completely immersed, engaged, involved, doing what I say, following the Lacey way, she would average 12 closings a year. Okay. Now, over here is Jody Can. He had 7 closings, 9 closings, 10 closings. Jody was averaging 8 or 9 closings a year before he met me. So one was averaging 12 and one was averaging 9. But as you see, over the next so many years, there was a couple of years where Marie went down, but there was a year her son was having problems in school, so she had to focus on helping her son work out his problems at school. It wasn't a problem child. He just wasn't focused. It's kind of like most agents. You're not focused. That's when you have problems. If you're focused and you do the right thing, see, he went to school every day, but he wasn't focused and he was getting behind in his grade. Well, you're behind on your bills because you're not focused and doing the right homework. And for the last 7 years, Marie has increased her income every year. You know, let me go over here to Jody and I'm going to tell y'all something. And even though he had 76 closings, he made as much money as he did 100. He just changed his price point. You know, Marie makes $400,000 a year for the last 4 years, but her average sales price is around $200,000 or $250,000. You people that's got a $400,000, a $600,000, $800,000 price point, you could do half as many closings and make twice as much money, but you're not as consistent as her. And she averaged 12 closings a year before getting involved with the Lacey way. And Jody had 9 closings. Does it say 9?
Yes.
9 closings, and he's averaged 89 closings a year. So let's stop right here and talk about that. And for those who may not know it, I'm not joking around. I'm actually blind. But I get around well to be blind. You know, I may not have physical sight, but I truly have the insight to changing your life. And that's every person I meet. So why are they continually increasing in their income? Why? The steps that they take. Just the basic steps of getting dressed professionally and come to work. The steps to come to work. The steps to be proactive. The steps to follow up. The steps to get better at their presentation. The steps to, you know, people think, well, one day I don't need Andrew. Yeah, you don't have to have Andrew. But Andrew has not ever finished with anybody. I have 2 people that have been in the program 21 years. One of them's already made $1 million this year. The other one's made $700,000 this year. See, they've taken more steps following the Lacey way than anyone else. Their income isn't going to go down. It's not going to go flat as long as they take that next step that I tell them. Their business is going to go up. You can have a slump. Everyone has slumps. I'm here to help you to get over your slumps quickly. Most people get in a slump. They get in a slump for 60, 90, 120 days. Some people get in a slump for 2 or 3 years. But by me being in your life, one thing that I'm going to do is call you and say, let's go forward. Let's get back up. Let's keep going. Let's not quit.